Okay, so I'm back with part two, and this here is the very first step, and that would be taking the house apart and painting and papering. So, this section is definitely going to be a do and don't. Like I said, this is my first Barbie size house, but it's not my first dollhouse. So, I made some rookie mistakes here, but let me tell you how I kind of fixed them ish. Okay, so first of all, I spray painted the roof black. I'm not going to shingle this roof. The roof is enormous and it would take forever to shingle. And I think that it's fine just spray painted. The spray paint I used was Krylon matte black. It's fine, really. Like this, I think I can live with this. Here's a roof. Um, Here, let's talk about a don't. So, we're going to talk about two don'ts actually. So, this is one of the interior walls that I began to paper. I used regular Elmer's school glue stick because it has worked for me in the past. I've got a great bond with it. I just don't know durability wise if that's the best glue. I have been doing a lot of research on glues and I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be sticking with it because if you do miss a spot, you get lifting and I have to go back and glue this down. But that's actually not the worst part about this don't, right? I think the don't would be don't paper walls at 3 o'clock in the morning. I I do have two small children and I don't have a lot of time during the day to be doing dollhouses. This is kind of like a side thing for me. And what ended up happening was I was tired and, I thought I've been doing this forever and I papered it. It looked amazing. And then my 6-year-old comes by and says, why is the pattern up here and down here? And yeah, and then up here, down here, up here. Oh no, I had a meltdown. But it really is too late to do anything about it. And that's unfortunate. I can't pull it up. I did try, but I don't want to tear the paper and I don't have any more of this paper. Here's the thing, I'm not too worried about it. I plan on this is the living room, and I plan on putting the couch here, a side table with a TV, a fireplace, and a big portrait of the family above the fireplace, above the couch actually. So you're not going to see that this pattern is all crazy. At least I hope not. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to be very, very sad. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still hopeful. That was the first don't. All right. Let's move on. Here we go. So this I spray painted with Catalina Mist. Again, it was the Krylon matte finish. I don't love this color. It looked teal-ish on the cap, but in natural light, it looks more of, I would say, like a sage green, not even a mint green. It looks a little sagey to me, and I don't know if it coordinates with my other papers as well as I wanted it to. However, this playroom where the house is going to be is in indoor light, and I do think that in indoor light, this reads a little bit differently. So even though it is actually a perfect match to this paper, but don't even get me started on that. I'll tell you about that in a second. All right. So the next don't. So this paper I actually had in my stash, and it was from the same brand, Illustrated Faith. So I thought, okay, I only have one sheet of it, but that's okay. I felt it coordinated pretty well with their other line, which is the Bright and Brave. And it does. It actually does coordinate pretty well. But my don't here is I thought, okay, I have one paper of this and one paper of this, and I'm going to make it work by putting a half wall down here of wood, make it look like shiplap. So it was a good intent, but the process of getting the lines to line up across the shiplap, across the two rooms, was arduous at best. The lines were not lining up perfectly. I had to kind of pencil them in. But again, furniture is going to be covering this. It's not that big of a deal. The thing is, one piece of paper, due to the measurements of this wall, I ended up having to pull the shiplap all the way up to about here. And I don't know, I just felt that you lost the pattern. And these are really nice patterns, and I didn't want to lose the pattern. So I kind of like cut from the scraps of the paper and then just to pull it down another inch. So it is full of seams, but again, it's such a busy pattern. I don't think you're going to notice it, and I'm going to put art on the walls. So I think we'll be okay with this. Last but not least, we've got our floors. I'm about to do the floors. I'm going to put the contact paper on. The exterior walls, I am spray painting. Well, not really spray painting. My husband is actually using a paint sprayer. So I'm using just a regular household paint. I'm going to do everything white. I'm going to leave the wood natural wood. I thought about painting it, but honestly, the wood is in good condition. It's not like too colored on. A magic eraser cleans it up, and I actually really like the natural wood. So I think I'm going to be leaving that. All right, so that is it for step 2, which is disassembling. Yeah, disassembling the house, papering and painting. I will come back after we put everything together and start on furniture, art, and minor repairs here and there that need to be made to make the house beautiful.